Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Dave in here, always helping you play creatively. So today we're going to look at a sharp 5, sharp 9 chord. All right. So I remember when I was in high school and I had an incredible music teacher. His name is Mr. Neely. And on my lunch and break times, he would sit down with me and actually show me numerous things on the piano. And I remember this additional assignment he gave me, which was to go and learn blue bossa. And that song goes like this. All right, so it was in playing this song that I first discovered this chord, a sharp 5, sharp 9 chord. So you can imagine my ears just firing on all cylinders, right? Just never heard anything like it. So today we're going to talk about some uses for this type of chord. So the first way I like to use this chord is as a passing chord going to a major chord that's a half step down. So what do I mean? Well, we're in the key of C, and we are going to go to a major chord, and that's going to be the 4, which is F. All right? So that's the chord that we're going to land on. We are going to play F sharp, or the screen is going to say G flat 7, sharp 5, sharp 9, going down to the F. All right? So we're playing a sharp 5, sharp 9 chord, and then going down a half step to a major chord. And I often use it when going to the 4. So here's me using it as an example in a song. What a friend we have in Jesus. Okay, so that's how I used it. All right, now what's another way we can utilize a sharp 5, sharp 9 chord? Another way I like to use it is going to a minor chord that is a 4th away. So in this case, we're going to use E sharp 5, sharp 9, going to A minor. Okay? Now here's how I would use it in a song. Right here. Okay? So that's another example of how to use it in a song. And then my last way that I like to use it, and this one is new for me, is using it as a passing chord going to another sharp 5, sharp 9 chord. So we're going to use that same song, and this time we're going to play B sharp 5, sharp 9, going to E sharp 5, sharp 9, going to A minor. All right? Now, in this inversion, you will see that I play it like this. And so the screen is going to say something different, but this is still a B sharp, B7 sharp 5 sharp 9 chord, but the way I'm playing it is like this. All right, so that the tritone's in my left, the G major's in my right. All right, so here's me using it in a song. All right, so those are some ways that you can utilize a sharp 5, sharp 9 chord in music. Now, how do you create a sharp 5, sharp 9 chord? I play a C major, and then, or any major chord, and then you're going to take your 5th of that chord, which is going to be G in this case, and we're going to raise that up a half step. Okay, that gives me an augmented chord. All right, so a sharp 5, sharp 9 chord is a type of augmented chord. The next thing I do is I add the 7. So we're going to go, now we're adding the dominant 7. So I'm going to go a half step down here. So from, sorry, I said half step down, a whole step down. So from C to B flat is a whole step down. From C to B would be a half step down. So we have C to B flat. All right. Now C is still a part of the chord. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that C in my left hand. right? So now I have a C7 sharp 5. The 9 of 2 is D. And so what I'm going to do is sharpen that 9 to E flat or D sharp. Okay, and so that gives me a C7 sharp 5 sharp 9. Let's go ahead and try that on another chord. Let's do that on an F. So for F, we're going to play F major. Then we are going to sharp our 5 by a half step, or raise the 5 by a half step. So we have C sharp. So we have our augmented chord. We're going to go ahead and add our dominant 7. And we're going to go down a whole step to E flat, from F to E flat. We're going to take that root and put it in the bass, which is F. And then we are going to go ahead and add our sharp 9, which is going to take the regular 9, which is going to be G, or the second, and then we're always going to raise that up a half step. All right? So that gives us our sharp 5 sharp 9. All right, now once you discover how to play the chord, I definitely recommend moving up in half steps to become familiar with the chord, and then practice different inversions on the chord. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to grow in your piano playing journey, you want to understand how music works, you want a really deep exploration of all things theory, I definitely recommend you check out my website, playcreatively.com, where you'll find everything you need to grow as a piano player. Everything there is about helping you understand how all of this works. Well, until next time, keep watching, keep learning, and we'll all keep growing together.